I have a confession to make. I have not looked at my goals that I set. You remember back in like very late December 2021, I made my video about what my goals were going to be. I have not looked at those since that time. Let me tell you why. Life has really just been giving your girl the blues. Nothing that you guys don't already know about that I haven't talked about on this channel. I had COVID at the very top of the year, followed very quickly by learning that I needed to have an ovary removed. I had a cyst the size of a grapefruit. And since then, I've been dealing with the many and varied side effects of that. But throughout that time, as of last Friday, I've written 2 books, 2 full-length books. So I guess it cannot be that bad. But again, I have not looked at these. I'm gonna look at them today though. They are actually in my old planner, not my Momentum Shift planner, which I'll be using to plan for Q2. But I have to go to my old digital planner that I was using before so that I can see what I was supposed to do. So let's see. Okay, so I found it. Oh. All right. So let's see. For Q1, my goals were $50,000 in income, 2 audiobook commissions, 9 podcast episodes. I already know that did not happen. There's not even 1 podcast episode. 12 YouTube videos and 133 new subscribers on the YouTube channel. 26 new patrons. 1 full-length release and 1 novella, and 1 backlist repackage. So off top, I know that, let me see what color pen I wanted. Let's go harsh. I'm joking. I am going to use a red pen. I know I did not do the podcast. I have not been in a place mentally to even conceptualize what I want to do with the podcast, but it will still happen this year. But that a full-length release and a novella. I'm actually on 2 full-length releases, so I can check that off. 1 backlist repackage, that has not happened, but it is in the works. I actually have 2 different ones in the works. I have a phone call about one of those this afternoon, so I'm not gonna check it off, but I'm just gonna move. I'm gonna say move to Q2, and I'm gonna put the same for the podcast, move to Q2. Okay, so for the other things, 2 audio commissions. I have not gotten them back yet, but they did happen. So I'm going to check that off. One of them is the Sweet Heat collection that's already out. One is in editing, and one is just getting like the final wrap up. So that's actually 3. So I feel really comfortable checking that one off. 50K in income. Give me a second. I am going to go look at my accounts and see. All right, so I got it figured out, and I was really close. I was at 48731. That is a rough estimate. There's some stuff that's not included in that, but I don't think that it would have quite gotten me to, to what I wanted to get to. But that is that's Patreon, that's Shopify, that's Amazon, that is ACX, that is Findaway Voices. It does not include any YouTube income. I'm trying to think of what else would not be included. That also includes Momentum Shift. Anything that I've made from Momentum Shift is included in that number as well. So I don't feel sad about that. I'm close enough to it that I do not feel sad about it. And I'm actually shocked. Like I'm actually shocked that I hit that close to it, because like I said, this first quarter has been like a drag. it's been a drag. So I'm good with that. I'm good with that. I don't feel any type of way about that. Let's go to YouTube and see how many videos I posted in the first quarter. So let's scroll, let's look for, okay, so from December 31st to January 23rd, I did not post anything because like I said, I was sick and blah, 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 blah. So 1, 2, 3, we're not gonna count the trailer. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're not gonna count these or that one. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 videos. So 16 videos. And how many new subscribers? Where do I go to see that? So under my analytics. Let's see. If we can do custom. I want January 1st to March 31st. Okay, audience, I think. Okay, so for that period, I got 172 new subscribers on my YouTube channel. The goal was 133, so feel really good about that one. Back over on Patreon, I was supposed to get 26 new patrons, and with Patreon it's a little weird because, well, not weird, it's like some people are gonna unsubscribe and new people are gonna subscribe, and so it's not quite it's not quite like a one-to-one type of thing. Let me see. Patronage, is that what I'm looking for? Okay, so from January, February, and March, I actually only picked up, what's that, 8? I picked up 13 new patrons, which is half of what I wanted to pick up, and I'm actually really fine with that, because I don't feel that I have been great at managing my Patreon, and so I'm actually glad to see a net increase. Because, oh, you know what, I can't even count 13, because let's see, in December I had 94 patrons. As of March 2022, I had 104. So we're really only going to count 10. There we go. We're going to say 10 new patrons. But again, you know, that's really just a technicality. I don't feel any type of way about that. Like, I feel really, really good about what I've been able to do under kind of the circumstances that I faced with this first quarter of the year. I'm just gonna keep moving. I'm just gonna keep it going. That's all I really can do. This next quarter, this upcoming quarter, I don't think it's going to be heavy on publishing for me. I have Raised by Wolves coming out, book 2 of the Predators series. I have that. I have some projects being repackaged. I have audiobooks coming out. And that's not to say that I won't really be writing, but I feel like I really want to do some focusing on my processes. And in that way, I don't think that the way that I set up my planning for Q1, I don't think that I can approach it in the same way. But I also feel like it's not really, it's a little iffy even trying to approach it that way, knowing that I was not able to, I wasn't really able to execute on the plan that I had put in place because of everything going on. And there was just so much going on, and all of this is on top of us building a house, which is a stressful situation in any circumstances. This is just even more stressful. So yeah, it's just a point of keeping it moving, keeping it pushing. Like, this is a business at this point. It's not just like, this is not just something that I'm doing for fun. This is literally a business, and I have to treat it as such. And as such, I can't only focus on the writing. I have to get these other things put into place. I am going to be using my Momentum Shift Planner to do the quarter this year. This, of course, it's this year. This quarter, I'm going to be using my Momentum Shift Planner, and I can show you guys what the quarterly page looks like in that. So this is going to be Q2. So I'll have this, hold on, let me see. So I have this quarterly breakdown that I'll be able to use with the different months, and then I'll have the different objectives and all of that for the month or for the different months for the quarter that I will be going through and kind of figuring out, okay, what is my focus going to be for each of these. And then from there, I have my monthly plans, and right here, there's this quarterly connection where I can refer back to, okay, what am I focusing on this quarter? So that as I go into my monthly plan, I can use that to inform what I'm doing and what I'm focusing on for the month. So it's like, yeah, we are already halfway through the month of April. But I still feel like it's worth it to sit down and make that plan for the rest of the quarter, especially going into summer. The kids are going to be out of school. End of May, the kids will be out of school. We should be like kind of in grind mode with the house. And I feel like it's going to be more important than ever to have a plan so that I'm able to more wisely kind of divide my time between what I'm doing with work, what I'm doing with my personal life, and then also what we're doing with the house, which kind of has to be its own separate category as we get into kind of the more hands-on stuff where it's not just contractors, it's us. Like there's a video on the channel now where we just installed our windows, we installed our front door. We are going to be doing our floors, our painting, etc., etc., etc. And so as we get more into stuff like that, I'm really going to have to be careful about how I'm dividing my time so that I'm giving everything, you know, kind of what it needs, and also taking care of myself, because I do still have those ongoing health issues that I do have to contend with and stay on top of. So we just keep pressing forward, and that's really all we can do. But anyway, as always, thank you guys for tuning in. Let me know if you did quarterly goals. Let me know how your quarterly goals, like if you've done this check-in, how did your quarterly goals go? Are you going to consider doing some for this quarter, even though we are already kind of in it? It's not too late, and especially not too late if you want to start looking forward to Q3. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and let this go. I don't know if y'all can hear that thunder, but it sounds like it's the storm is about to gear up again here in a little bit. So yeah, I'm gonna let this go, and I'll holler. Bye.